Hello, everybody. This is Adam Leffler, and glad to be here with you again to talk about some additional tips that may help you in your real estate investing activity. Often I'm asked, how do I decide what kind of real estate market I should look at or get involved in? Or what is the hottest area in the country to look at? The first thing I would tell you, if you're new to the business, you really ought to stay within about an hour or so during what would be considered normal commute time from where you live. You want to build up your confidence, cash, and connections before you start trying to go further away than you're really comfortable to begin with. You also need to get more comfortable with a plan or a roadmap, if you will, of what you can do. For example, we have a real estate mastery class to help with things like that. There are other programs out there, and I'm sure many of them are fine. It has to do more with your execution and the support, of course, that you need for that purpose. And that is what makes a lot of difference. So if we can help you with something like that, feel free to text or email me on number or text or call me on the number that is available. I would tell you, though, when you're looking at the market, jobs is probably the most important thing. You need to find out what's going on in terms of people hiring more people, laying people off. There are what are called big box theories, big box stores, for example, grocery stores, if they're doing major remodels or if they're opening new store locations. That's usually a very good sign economically. Also, if you're looking at other types of new activity or even population increase of any kind in an area is going to cause a need for additional housing. Sometimes we feel that that may not always be a good thing, but in the general, it does mean it's good for the real estate market overall. I would tell you that as you look at a specific area, besides jobs, you might see from the city, you can reach out to where they're doing the planning and zoning and ask for the proposed plan. Every city has three different types of plans in the planning office, planning and zoning, if you will. You can ask for the master plan, which is what they want the city to look like, the current plan, which is what the city looks like now, and the one I suggested was the proposed plan. This is where businesses, builders, developers are proposing changes or proposing to develop property, and that can tell you which direction the city or the area might be moving. It can also help you with better understanding where you might want to focus. A third option is you can use a tool like Redfin, and there's another video for how to look at that, but you can look at sales in the last, let's say, 30 days to 3 months and see where are the activity of leads happening, where are the sales happening, and then where you can see clusters of houses that have sold, then that's where you want to pay your attention. That's the hottest part of that market. There's other activities you can get into, FHFA.gov. It's a Federal Housing Finance Agency website. You can look at the HPI or House Price Index, but that's a little more complicated as you have to study the trends a little bit more. Ideally, talking to a realtor who also works with investors or other investors in the area can also be a good insight as where you might want to also think about investing. So again, you got to think about your strategy, but most of the time I'd consider starting close to home until you build cash, confidence, and connections, because in the end, you can make money anywhere. So I hope this tip helps, and stay tuned for more tips as we try and help you with your real estate investing.